Shalom, brothers. Double honors to the elders of GMS and all the camps out there that's pushing this word. We are the Hebrew Israelites in Kenosha, Wisconsin. I'm Brother Amon. The line behind the camera is
Brother Yashar Kabar.
And we come to bring out austerity measures that's happening around the whole America, not just in Kenosha. Kenosha finna be the next place to go, though, probably. And I can't wait. But yeah, I'm just finna break down what austerity is and how it's affecting the world and Kenosha, per se. Also, since our people don't know what it is.
Right.
But yeah, austerity. In economics, austerity is a policy of deficit cutting, lower spending. Right. So that's the pulling back of the money. We got to pull some money back for lower spending because we obviously owe people. But I'm going to break that down for you. And a reduction in the amount of benefits and public services provided. Like Planned Parenthood, Boys and Girls Club, all that's finna get cut because the Lord on his way back. Austerity policies are often used by governments to reduce their deficit spending, while sometimes coupled with increases in taxes to pay back creditors to reduce debt. Right. So America really owed so many of these foreign countries, like China, Japan, Russia. America owns a bunch of foreign currencies, so we got to cut back on spending in order to pay these other foreign currencies, foreign regions. It says, reason for taking austerity measures. Austerity measures are typically taken if there is a perceived threat that government cannot honor its debt liabilities. Such a situation may arise if a government has borrowed in foreign currencies, right, which they have no right to issue, or they have been legally forbidden from issuing their own currency. Now, who legally forbidden America to issue their own currency? England, because England owns America. The Rothschilds, Evelyn Rothschilds, the Banker families, they own America. Well, the Rothschilds own America. Our currency is foreign. It comes from England. Our currency is not from over here in America. It comes from England. So, let me state some typical effects that takes place when austerity measures kick in. The development projects, right? So a few weeks ago or last month, they blew up a house that they was just now building up and said there was a gas leakage. Now the simple Americans, they fell for it. The simple Kenoshans, they fell for it, but we ain't fall for it. It happened because they ain't got no money to keep building up these houses. So
that's why all these houses they built up on, like on 18th Street over there. Mm-hmm. All these houses they built up, man, nobody is not moving in there because they wasting all their money to just building extra houses, and no motherfuckers ain't moving in there. You know, so yeah, so them new houses they building in Kenosha, man, it's not, you know, it's worthless basically.
Exactly. So they thought, yeah, if we go ahead and blow up this house, we can collect the insurance the last little bit of insurance that we got up in this house. So that's how they took it. Hey, we know the truth. And other social spending are common programs that are targeted for cuts, such as taxes, port and airport fees. Right, airport fees didn't double. Just to bring extra luggage on the plane costs almost just as much as to bring the regular luggage. And train and bus fares, right? Because I used to get on the train to go to Chicago, and it used to cost $5. Now it's up to $7. I was wondering why the price was rising.
Yeah, it's like $7.30 now. Yeah.
Exactly. Austerity measures why the train prices was rising. And bus fares, right? The bus fares, like last year, used to be what?
$1.20.
70 cents in Kenosha. 70 cents went up to $1.50. In Chicago, they used to be what? Started off at what?
They started off with like $1.50.
Then went up to $2.
$2, yeah.
Now it's about, I think, like $2.50 if I'm not mistaken, and you don't get no transfer in Chicago.
Hell no, you just gonna pay that extra wealth and take your ass one way and one way back.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta put $2 in some tax on both ways. You don't get no transfer in Chicago.
Hell no, you can't. That's why That's why they got rid of them tokens.
Exactly.
They got rid of them tokens a long time ago, and I still got an old token when I used to stay in the shack. So yeah.
Okay, it says, and bus fares are common sources for increased users fees. Now what? Also, like it said, welfare. If you got food stamps, that's getting cut. These Section 8 getting cut. All these little job programs that they got out here in Kenosha, Wisconsin, that be having at the job center, all that's getting cut. I be at the job center, they giving everybody the runaround. Everybody just be standing in line for a job, and all the jobs went overseas. But they don't know that. That's because austerity measures kicked in, and America owe these other regions money. So ain't no jobs finna come to America. So said Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Let's see what else. Now, it says example of austerity measures. Well, actually, it's going to be all around the world, but I just want to point out that it's here in Wisconsin. Since our people in Wisconsin don't know shit, we try to show them, and they still don't want to believe us. One girl I showed this, she took heed to the word, though, but, you know, she ain't came back yet. So it's going to affect her ass, though, when she loses her food stamps.
No, let's let them see that. Show that up. Yeah. I'm going to zoom in on it. Okay.
Go ahead. You can get all of them.
Employees,
want to bring it in? You got all this?
Yep, all that, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, why is these austerity measures taking place? Or what effects does these austerity measures also affect besides just what I was just breaking down to you? This is the Progressive Conservative USA, an online journal of political commentary and analysis, Volume 4, Issue 22, January 19, 2009. And this was 2009. And I'm going to bring this out anyway just because it just got worse than that. I'm going to bring a little bit out of everything today on why these austerity measures have kicked in. Okay, it says, I'm going to start here at a little point that I highlighted. It says, writing recently, Anthony Garcia, chairman of the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey, had this to say about the nation's infrastructure. So also, as well as your food stamps, your welfare, the austerity measures also affect your infrastructure. Now, what's infrastructure? I'm going to break it down for you. America is literally falling apart, right? According to the U.S. Department of Transportation, 1/3 of the nation's major roads, that's your infrastructure, your road systems, are in poor or mediocre condition, and 26% of its bridges are structurally deficient or functionally obsolete, right, like no longer in use. That's part of your infrastructure. These highways, that's part of your infrastructure, America's infrastructure. Back in September 2008, the Washington Post reported that the Highway Trust Fund was about to run out of money before the end of the year. Now, all this has been happening since even before 2008. I'm just bringing it out from back then up until now. To run out of money before the end of the year, left unmentioned, however, was why billions of the fund's money have been diverted to boost the production of ethanol. Ethanol is what? Your gas. It's your gas. See, they put their money towards the gas instead of building up their highways, their bridges. They also put the money towards their military. That's why the infrastructure in America is going down, because they're using that money to keep that military might up so they can go and take down these other nations and use their resources also, which happened in the Roman Empire. They only used their money for their military money. Okay, it says, when the ethanol lobby realized it was going to be rightly blamed for potholes, all them damn potholes in this being Chicago. Now you wonder where your potholes come from. That's part of your infrastructure also. That's why they ain't got that fixed, because austerity measures didn't kick in.
Man, they don't got no money for it to fix all them potholes.
Exactly.
And then on top of that, when it's potholes all up and down the streets, they don't have enough. They don't have no money just to fix all the streets. All they have enough is just to fill the potholes with all that tar and shit.
Exactly. And still be fucked.
And it still be fucked up. So yeah.
Okay. It says for potholes and collapsing bridges, right? Because the bridges be falling apart. That's part of your infrastructure too. And that's the reason why austerity measures kicked in. And America is only using that money for their military might. So they not finna fix up none of these streets, is what I'm bringing out also.
And that's why the elites, they pack their bags and bounce, because they know America is done.
Right, and Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is on his way back.
Yes, sir.
They threw America. The Lord is through America.
Yeah, he done with this shit.
It's enough of all this wickedness going on.
Yeah.
So it's time to bring it down. It said, it got the Energy Policy Act of 2005 passed to facilitate direct financing from the U.S. Treasury. Right. Now, instead of them paying for the streets to be fixed, the bridges to be fixed, they put it towards ethanol, and they passed the bill because they knew they was going to be blamed for it. Now it says who voted for this. U.S. Senators Barack Obama, Joe Biden, Tom Harkin, and Richard Lugar, to name a few. Now I could have sworn this was a democracy and a majority rule. That seemed like that's only 4 people right there that voted for this. So they still taking away money from the infrastructure being built and putting it to other uses. It says the nation's air traffic control system still relies on radar technology dating from the 1960s. Why don't America get upgrades? Because they don't care about America. They only care about their military might and want to take down other foreign leaders.